There's this quiet, almost secret moment in every serious trader's journey that almost nobody ever mentions, and it's not the flashy day your account suddenly doubles overnight. Nor is it the exciting week when you finally string together that dream win streak you've been chasing for months. No, it's something way smaller, way more subtle, almost invisible at first glance, but the second it happens inside you, you just know something deep and fundamental has truly changed forever. Today I'm going to walk you through the 5 real honest signs that show you're finally turning into a consistently profitable trader. And I have to warn you right now, none of these signs are the ones most people expect or talk about online. Most traders waste years searching for proof in all the wrong places. They stare at their account balance every hour. They count every winning trade like trophies. They compare their results to big accounts on social media. And because of that, they completely miss the true signals that actually appear many months before the real money starts showing up consistently. The truth is, becoming a profitable trader isn't about one massive ha-ha breakthrough or some magic strategy everyone is hiding. It's built from dozens of tiny internal changes that slowly stack up over time. Changes in the way you think about the market, the way you react to price movement, the way you feel or stop feeling when things go wrong. And if you're already noticing even just 1 or 2 of these signs in your own trading right now, you're honestly a lot closer to consistent profitability than you probably realize, even if your account balance still looks flat, break even, or even a little red. So pay close attention, learn these signs, spot them when they appear, because at the very least, simply knowing you're on the right path can give you the extra strength and patience to push through the hard, boring weeks when nothing seems to be happening. Let's dive in. Sign number 1. You become deeply, consistently bored with trading. And I don't mean you feel bored once in a while. I mean trading now feels routine, almost dull, day after day. You open your charts, you wait for your setup, you enter if it comes, you manage it calmly, you exit, you close the platform. No adrenaline rush, no butterflies, no fear, no thrill when you click buy or sell. Just normal, automatic execution. This boredom is actually one of the strongest positive signals you can get. Why? Because brand new traders are always super excited. Every single trade feels like a big event. Their heart pounds. Palms get sweaty. They refresh the position screen every 10 seconds. They can't stop thinking about it. That excitement tricks them into believing they're in the zone or really engaged. But in reality, high excitement almost always means strong emotions are running the show. And when emotions drive, decisions become messy, impulsive, and expensive. Profitable traders, on the other hand, reach a point where everything is so familiar and practiced that there's zero novelty left. They've traded the exact same high-probability setup hundreds, sometimes thousands of times. They already know exactly what usually happens next in almost every situation. It's like a heart surgeon performing their 200th open heart surgery. There's no excitement. No nerves, just calm, focused, almost bored precision because the process is mastered. The market generously rewards people who can treat trading like a calm, boring profession instead of a casino game full of thrills. So if your current routine is slowly making trading feel more and more boring every week, celebrate it. That's excellent news. Real, sustainable money almost always arrives hand in hand with boredom, never with constant excitement. At first, it might even feel weird or disappointing because the old dopamine hits from big wins and crazy moves are gone, and the profits might seem not exciting enough to replace that feeling. But remind yourself every day, you didn't start trading to chase excitement or endless dopamine. You started to build steady, reliable money that actually improves your life. The boring path is the correct path. Stay on it. Sign number 2. You completely stop checking or obsessing over your account balance during the trading session. This one surprises almost everyone at first. People imagine profitable traders are glued to their P&L screen, celebrating every little green tick, stressing over every red one. But the opposite is true. When real profitability starts taking root, the daily number stops mattering during the day. You no longer refresh the balance every few minutes. You no longer do quick mental math. This trade will add $400 if it hits target, because your whole focus has quietly shifted from outcome obsession to process discipline. New traders link their entire self-worth and identity to that running total. How much did I make today? Am I up this week? Am I beating last month? So they check constantly, and every check reinforces emotional trading. But when you finally break that habit, your trading quality jumps. Profitable traders ask themselves only, did I follow my exact rules today? Did I take only A-plus setups? Did I size and risk correctly? The balance becomes almost irrelevant while the market is open. Sure, if you have trailing stops or active position management rules, you watch those parts normally. That's fine and necessary. But obsessive refreshing? That's poison. This change is huge because it means you stop trading to get validation or prove something to yourself or others. You're just doing the job. And when you remove that constant number checking, something powerful happens. Your decisions become cleaner, clearer, based purely on what the market is actually showing you right now, not on whether you're currently up or down. That's the only thing that ever mattered anyway. Sign number 3. You begin skipping far more potential trades than you actually take. Most beginners believe that becoming profitable means being more active, finding more setups, taking more trades every day. But taking too many trades is actually one of the fastest ways to burn out mentally and increase stupid mistakes. When you're really improving, you turn ruthlessly selective. You see a setup that looks pretty good. Old you would have jumped in. New you says, not perfect enough, and waits. You see a trade that hits 80% of your checklist. Old you would talk yourself into it. New you demands 100% alignment and passes. At first, this selectivity feels uncomfortable, like you're lazy, missing opportunities, not working hard enough. But what's really happening is beautiful. Your pattern recognition has grown so sharp that you can now clearly spot the difference between average setups that usually break even or small loss, good setups, small profit, and truly great setups, big edge. And you've learned through painful experience that only the great ones reliably make money over time. Beginners take everything because they can't tell the difference yet. Pros wait patiently, sometimes very boringly, only for the high-edge moments. I personally went from forcing 12-15 trades a week down to just 2-4, and my win rate barely moved, but my monthly profitability exploded because those few trades were the only ones that truly deserved my capital. The rest were just noise and expensive distractions. So if you're suddenly passing more setups than you're taking, don't feel guilty. Feel proud. You're not being lazy. You're being professional. The market punishes desperate activity and rewards calm patience every single time. Sign number 4. Losses genuinely stop bothering you emotionally. And no, this doesn't mean you become cold, careless, or numb. It means you've completely rewired how your brain processes a losing trade. A beginner gets stopped out and the whole day is ruined. Shame, anger, self-doubt, questioning their whole strategy and whether they even belong in trading. A profitable trader closes a loser, feels basically nothing strong, logs it, and moves on. Not because they don't care about money, but because they finally understand that a single loss is just neutral information. Okay, this time the setup didn't work. That's normal. They've traded their strategy long enough, through enough cycles of wins and losses, to know exactly how it behaves over hundreds of trades. If the math says 60% win rate, then 40% losses are not failure. They're expected, baked into the system, part of the plan. The emotional sting fades away almost completely. You journal the trade, review it quickly if needed, and continue. No revenge trading, no panic, no urge to make it back right now. This calm detachment is one of the hardest things to develop, because our egos hate being wrong. But once you cross that line, trading becomes much more mature, much less stressful. It's the result of thousands of hours of screen time seeing the same patterns repeat over and over, and accepting that individual trades are meaningless, only the long-term process counts. Sign number 5. You lose almost all interest in hunting for new strategies, indicators, or shiny ideas. This is the final confirmation sign. When true profitability starts, the constant searching dies. You stop binge-watching strategy videos. You ignore new Discord groups promising the holy grail. You don't get excited about the latest indicator or candlestick pattern everyone is hyping. Why? Because you've already found your edge. You've committed to it deeply, and you're so busy mastering every tiny detail of it that nothing else looks interesting anymore. Beginners are addicted to the search. They believe the next shiny thing will finally fix everything, so they keep jumping from system to system without ever going deep enough to make any of them work. Profitable traders choose one solid approach and dig so deep into it that they start seeing nuances nobody else notices. Their setup becomes like a second language, fluent in every market condition, every time frame, every news event. New ideas don't look exciting. They look like dangerous distractions that would force them to start from zero again after all the work they've put in. This doesn't mean learning stops. It just changes direction. Instead of learning horizontally, new strategies, you learn vertically. Deeper mastery of your one edge, better entries, smarter exits, tighter risk, improved psychology. If you notice any, or better yet several, of these 5 signs showing up in your trading, even if your account is still flat or slightly down, congratulations, you're not stuck. You're in the middle of the real transformation. These signs almost never arrive all at once, or in a neat order. Sometimes sign 3, selectivity, hits first. Sometimes sign 5, commitment, shows up early. The order doesn't matter. What matters is that when they appear, you recognize them as proof that the inner work is happening. Very often, these changes show up months before the account balance reflects them, and that's exactly when the biggest test comes. Doubt creeps in. I'm bored. I'm skipping trades. I'm calm on losses, but I'm still not making money. Maybe this is all wrong. This is the danger zone. This is the moment most traders quit and reset everything. Back to excitement, back to overtrading, back to endless searching, back to square one forever. But if you can endure here, if you can trust the boring process when the results aren't visible yet, that's when the breakthrough finally arrives. The internal transformation is complete. The external rewards just need a little more time to catch up. Give it that time. Stay committed. Don't abandon the calm routine. Don't go back to chasing excitement. Don't restart the strategy hopping cycle. The boring, quiet, consistent execution of one mastered edge is exactly where lasting profitability lives. Not in hype, not in constant action, not in new, shiny toys. Trust these signs more than your balance, more than your win rate, more than any YouTube guru's advice, because these signs measure the only thing that actually creates money. Whether you have truly changed into a professional trader. And once that change is real, the profits always follow. They always do. Keep going. You're much closer than you think.